Amazing.
The crackdown on mobile phone use while driving has been welcomed by many members of the local community. Under the new laws, P-platers won't even be allowed to use Bluetooth while in the car. In fact, a local family has had a lot to do with the new laws. Tonight we meet the mother of 20-year-old Brooke Richardson, who was killed while texting while behind the wheel.
I remember making a noise that I didn't know could come out of my body. It was just horrible.
It's a story that nightmares are made of. On December 4th, 2012, Vicky Richardson received a phone call that no mother should ever receive.
She didn't turn up for work, and so her boss was looking for her, and so he had my number, thinking it was Brooke's number, and he rang my phone and said, "Brooke." And I said, "No, this is her mum." And then I just heard him stop because he just didn't know what to say to me.
Changes to laws around mobile phones and driving have been brewing for a while. Earlier this year, former Victorian Premier Ted Baillieu banned the use of hands-free, handheld or messaging for P-platers, with Brooke's family travelling to Melbourne for the launch.
We didn't expect this law to be named after Brooke. We were just shocked, and Ted Baillieu stood up there and said, this is now to be known as Brooke's Law, and we were just like, wow.
But the message isn't getting through, and the government is taking a stand. As of next month, fines will be hiked up from $289 to $433, and the loss of demerit points will rise from 3 to 4. This means that probationary drivers are in real danger of losing their licence, with a demerit point threshold of 5 points. But in the end, it's a small price to pay.
How would you like it if you didn't see mum and dad ever again? If you didn't get the chance to grow up and have a job and have a family? Brooke didn't get to have a family. She didn't get to have children.
The challenge, however, is changing the culture around phones and driving.
It's very hard to get the message out there. I guess you look at the stats, 20% of all collisions can be attributed to mobile phone use, which is rather big. Same with trucks. They're saying up to 70% of accidents can be attributed to mobile phone use. So I guess the message is, do we get the insurance companies on board and treat it like drink driving, where if you have a crash and you've been drink driving, that you don't get covered by insurance?
When they go for their driving test, it's a real sterile environment. You can't have the radio on. You can't even talk during your driving test, and your mobile phone's switched off. As soon as you get your Ps, the radio goes on, it's blaring away, you got your passenger there, distractions. Then if you bring your mobile phone into it as well, there's another distraction as well.
The feedback is coming from everywhere, and it seems like this which proves that mobile phones can be lethal. This is the spot where Brooke's life tragically came to an end far too soon. So it's no surprise her mother Vicky believes that owning a mobile phone should come with a strong sense of responsibility.
An example is that texting and driving is the same as drink driving. The distraction that it causes is just amazing. I always say to kids, if I told you to get in a car and put a blindfold on and drive down the road blindfolded, would you do that? You wouldn't.
For Vicky, she hopes Brooke's fate serves as a reminder to others and in turn saves them from the pain she faces every day.
We've got a long time to go with this. This has just happened, and we're all still young, and we have to live a long time without her in our lives.
Tracy Alexander with that story. When Weeknights